Here's our standard linear warm-up. It's going to take you from complete rest, totally cold, to being ready to run, ready to lift. The first one we're going to do is called hip 90s. So sit with our feet about shoulder width apart, feet or knees staying at 90 degrees. Right here, we're going to drop them to each side 5 times each way. Slow movement, methodical movement. Next, we're going to move to kneeling hip flexor stretch. So we're going to be up on one knee. The back foot, let's flip it so the top of the foot's on the ground. We're going to not come super far forward. We're going to stay in a neutral position with our hips. Push that back foot, the top of that back foot, down into the ground. You'll feel a stretch along the front side here. 5 times with a 2 to 3 second hold at the top. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Switch legs. Pushing with that back foot, feeling it on that hip flexor. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. From here, let's find a pole or some sort of wall or something like that. We're going to do our kneeling ankle stretch. We're going to set our foot about 6 inches to 8 inches away from the pole. We're going to keep this front foot, the heel on the ground. We're going to try to push this knee to touch the wall or the pole, whatever you're using. Okay, same thing. Hold for 2 seconds at the top, five times on each leg. 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, and back. Remember, keep this heel on the ground. If the knee starts touching the pole, move back just a little bit. You don't want to actually touch the pole. It's just a reference point. 2. You should be feeling a nice stretch in the back of the ankles and tension here in what's called your anterior tibialis, the front of your shin. The other side, remember, 2 to 3 seconds hold at the top. Keep that heel on the ground and push back. Okay, our next stretch called adductor rock. You're going to be half kneeling, so that means one knee is on the ground, the other knee is going to be straight out. Keep this straight out foot flat on the ground so that we're pulling. You'll feel a nice stretch along the outside, but mostly once we push back from our hands, we're going to push straight back. You're going to feel a stretch on the inside of your leg, also called your adductors. Same thing, hold for 2 to 3 counts at the bottom, 5 reps on each leg. If you need to feel more stretch, turn that ear towards that knee. Turn that ear towards that knee. A little bit more of a stretch there. 5 each side. Remember, we're pushing back onto this back foot. Feeling a nice stretch. And if you need to, point that near ear towards that near knee. Next, we've got our quad, or we've got our lunge and reach, also called world's greatest stretch by many. Okay, it's a simple lunge and reach. Start in our push-up position. You're going to step your right foot up towards your right pinky. You can drop this back knee to the ground, this left knee to the ground. What you're going to do is you're going to open up towards the knee. Right arm to the sky, looking up towards that hand. You're going to pull that back down, bend the elbow, and touch just inside that foot. 5 on each side. No need to move fast. Move methodically. Move at your own pace. We're still warming up. We haven't started moving ladder or linear yet. So we are still moving at a slower pace. I think that's 3. No, this is 3. Next, we're going to move to our T-spine rotation, all fours T-spine rotation. We're on all fours, flat back, neutral hips, left hand to the left ear. We're going to open the chest up, open the elbow up, look up, and we're going to take that elbow and thread it through behind this arm, down as far as we can go. 5 times each way. Next, we have our single leg lower, so we're going to move flat onto our back. We're flat on our back, our single leg lower. We're going to raise one leg up, straight up. The only movement should be from the hip on this leg. Everything else should stay still. This down leg needs to be flat on the ground, head flat. All we're doing is lowering to about 2 inches, holding, and back up. Keep that foot flexed, pulling that toe towards the knee. 5 times each leg. Down and up. Breathe in and out on the way up. Switch. Work on controlling the hip rather than moving with speed and with strength. Control the hip and control the leg's movement within that hip. Next one, we're moving on a little bit here. Single leg hip lift. You've done a glute bridge before. Now it's just done with a single leg. Okay, with our single leg hip lift, the knee that comes up, therefore making the other leg a single leg, pretend that we're trying to trap a tennis ball right here in our hip pocket, okay? A tennis ball isn't trapped here. It's only trapped if we really, really tighten it up to here, okay? So from here, lift up, push on that heel, and back down 5 times. Hold it at the top for about 1 or 2 counts. We'll go to the other side now. Remember, we're trying to trap that tennis ball inside of this hip pocket right here. Don't let it get out. Bring the heel as close to the butt as you can. Up, down. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Okay, at this point you should be feeling pretty good. Should be feeling a little warm, ready to move. We're going to move on now to the moving portion of our warm-up. So now give yourself about 10 yards. I don't have 10 yards here in the garage, so I'm going to just be showing you a couple examples. But for every one of these movements, we're going 10 yards for it. First one we're going to do is bear crawl. Okay, on all fours, our bear crawl, hands directly beneath the shoulders, knees directly beneath the hips. We're moving opposite arm, opposite leg. So you should step with the right hand, left foot. Slow movement. Act like you've got a platter of food on your back. You can't spill it. Move slow. That's bear crawl. Next, inchworms. Inchworms are easy. Roll down, walk the hands out, walk the feet up. Walk the hands out, walk the feet up. Next, we've got knee hugs. Hug it all the way up to the shoulder and walk. All the way up to the shoulder and walk. Make sure that we're walking instead of pulling the knee up, stopping, taking a few steps. and then going. Make it a continuous movement. Next, we've got leg cradle. So we're going to grab the outside of the knee and the bottom of the foot and pull up. Outside of the knee, bottom of the foot, pull up. Outside of the knee, bottom. Here we go. Next one, we've got heel the butt and reach. Grab the foot to the butt, reach up. Simple little balance movement here. On the way back, similar movement, but it's a tilt now. Heel the butt and tilt forward. Push that foot into the hand that you're holding. Push back and forward. Remember, each one of these, we're going 10 yards. Next one we've got reverse lunge with hands up. Okay, hands up to engage our core. Hands all the way up, reverse lunge, step all the way back and through. All the way back and through. Next we've got reverse T-walks. Okay, reverse T-walks. We're going to reach our heel back and reach our hands forward, make our body into a T. Okay, right there. And step back. Reach all the way through and step back. Push the heel back, push the hands forward, try to get our body flat, and step back. Next we've got straight leg walk, marches. Kicking the same hand with the same foot. Really get those hip flexors firing, stretch out those hamstrings. Next, straight leg skip. Okay, so same kind of thing, kicking the same hand with the same foot, but we're skipping this time. Next one, high knee march. High knee march. Okay, doing a perfect running form or high knee form. Really pumping the arms strong, stomping the feet strong. Next, we've got high knee run. High knee run. Next, we've got high knee skip. It's like a gallop, a skip. Lastly, heel up run. Same pattern as a high knee, except instead of emphasizing high knee, let's emphasize heel up to right here. Heel up, pull it to the butt. And to finish it off, you've got 20 yards, skip for height, then 20 yards, skip for distance. After that, you should be ready to work out. Got any questions? Feel free, shoot me a text, shoot me a call. Have a great workout.